Exactly 24 hours ago, I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day in the theater. I don't usually do movie reviews, but I really want to talk about this movie, and I want to start doing movie reviews, so this felt like a good place to start. First thing I have to make abundantly clear is that Frank Castle's my favorite superhero of all time. I'm very biased towards this movie, just because I love the Punisher so much. I just sneezed like 10 times, oh my god. Whew. Okay, now that I'm back from my sneezing fit, let's actually start talking about the movie. I'm gonna start broad and then go into actually, important scenes and details and stuff later. First thing I want to talk about, aside from the animated movies, this is the best looking Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. Most Marvel movies have the problem that they're all gray. This movie, while it was dark in a lot of ways, looked amazing. The cinematography was outstanding. Also, just the regular thwipping and fighting scenes, they killed it on. This is one of the best live-action performances I've seen of Spider-Man just being Spider-Man. Speaking of fighting scenes, literally every villain in this movie was cool. I wish we got a bit more Scorpion, but Jean Grey was great. I loved Jean Grey. And the Hulk scene, don't get me started on the Hulk scene. Also, it was really cool to see the Hand in this movie. Daredevil's my third favorite hero ever, so I'm a little bummed he wasn't in this movie, but the Hand scene, especially in the prison, was nice to see.
Sir, the Avengers are on their way right now.
Who?
They have Thor, Steve Rogers,
What?
the Fantastic Four.
Is that it?
Well, I think so. I think they have Daredevil, too. Sir, where'd you go?
When I saw Peter fighting the Hand in the trailer, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna get him out of prison. Spoiler warning for Daredevil, but boo-hoo. That actually wasn't the only time the trailers kinda clickbaited me. When I heard the 3 life cycles thing and all that, I and a lot of other people thought either Venom or Man-Spider, but he kinda just, toughed it out with the inhibitor chip thing, which I still liked, but it was not what I was expecting. And as much as I am bummed that Daredevil didn't make an appearance in this movie, Yelena did, which that cameo was so cool. The big potato thing actually made me laugh out loud in the theater. She was great in this movie.
I'm not cute and
First off, fuck your bitch in the click you claim. West side when we rock, come equipped with gang.
Now I'm going to start talking about some specific scenes, because there is stuff I really need to talk about. The first scene that I'm going to talk about, and honestly probably my favorite scene in the whole movie, was when Peter and MJ were on the roof, and they kissed, and I was like, oh my god, this is so great. And then freaking Jean Grey says, go ahead Peter, touch her.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I was like, I audibly gasped at that scene. That was gnarly. That twist was insane. Not really going in order here, I'm kind of just talking about what scene comes to my mind. The whole sequence with the vault and the Hulk, all of that was amazing. When the Hulk, Jean Grey got him, and he was like, oh, I was like, that's scary. And then he got big when Jean Grey didn't have him anymore. And that was he was on his Avengers 1 level of, scary. He was nuts. I also liked Jean Grey's backstory. I thought the stuff with her sister was cool. I liked that the VMAX was actually just the vent. I thought that was a clever way to make Jean Grey more OP, but also have, a valid backstory and a valid reason for Peter to want to help her. I thought they did that perfectly. And this is another one of those Marvel movies where they kind of beat the villain by the power of friendship or something along those lines. But this was the best use of that I've seen. Another scene that was absolutely devastating and actually left 2 of my friends crying in the theater was the conversation between Peter and MJ at Frank's house. That was so sad. Her saying, I don't love you after finding the letter actually destroyed me. That was just uncalled for. After the fight with the Hand, which I do want to talk more about that, Peter swinging from the ceiling and spraying webs everywhere was so cool. I also like the use of him being upside down, and also him saying, I'm both, when she said, are you Peter Parker or Spider-Man? Oh, that fight was cool. That was so great. And then after that, the scene with Jean Grey was so powerful. Her saying, I can get into that mind, or whatever, and then he says, go ahead, and the Aunt May stuff was powerful. That was another scene that left my friends crying. And I got pretty close. I also just loved the use of Aunt May throughout this movie. She wasn't there much, she was in Peter's mind, and I loved the flower stuff. Him bringing her flowers throughout the movie added a lot to me. It felt like them not filling time, but adding something that wasn't super important, but still needed to be there. I wish there was some more Tony Stark references in this movie, or any for that matter. Far From Home is my favorite live-action Spider-Man movie, purely just because I love the parallels of Tony and Peter, and this movie was missing that to me, which is part of the reason that made Far From Home so special to me. While we're on the topic of things that I didn't like about this movie, which is a small list, but it's there, MJ's new boyfriend, that scene disgusted me. And I get why they did it. Like, what they were trying to do worked. It just, like, visibly made me gag. I hated that whole sequence. There wasn't much comedy in this movie, but the few jokes I can remember did make me laugh out loud. I thought that Peter telling Ned his name was Maynard was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Also, when Peter went to Yelena's quote-unquote office the first time, and she said, "I've seen your belly button," that was, like, actually hilarious. One scene, probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie, was when Peter took the bullet for Jean. Now that was crazy to me, because I watched my favorite superhero trick shot my second favorite superhero. He sniped Spider-Man. It was an accident, but that was nuts. I, can't believe that scene's real. I really thought he was gonna die. But then, we get another one of my favorite sequences from the movie. The hospital stuff with Frank was so good. Them talking about being friends was such a heartfelt moment, and Frank seeing his face and seeing he was exactly what he thought he would be. Ooh! And we catch John Bernthal taking a nap. And then, that leads into literally the funniest part of the whole movie, when he lets Peter escape, and he's in the window going, yeah, I'm Spider-Man. And then we get the ending of the movie. There's MJ sitting on the roof, which I need to talk about that in a second, because I saw a theory that was so cool. But we get such a cool scene when Peter does the handshake, and Ned knows, and he says, "Peter, that's like the coolest thing I've ever seen." I don't know if that ending is going to be liked by people, but I'm making it very clear right now. I loved it. That handshake is so cool, and I've liked it since the first time they've shown it, so that was great. Now I'm going to read a theory that I read on TikTok, and I'll put the picture on screen, but I need to talk about this because this is amazing. What if the reason MJ was the only person crying when everyone was frozen was because Jean showed her Peter's memories, and that caused her to remember and cry? After everyone's unfrozen, she's still crying, and then goes to the spot they used to always hang out with the necklace Peter gave her in Far From Home. And in the hospital, we see proof that MJ visited him when she left the drawing in the room. I hope that theory is real, and if they thought that far, Marvel is so great, because that is, so cool. Because at that point, Ned and MJ remember, and then that's going to set up some crazy things for either the next Spider-Man movie, or what we're about to get into now. And what we're about to get into is that end credit scene. Shows the Spidey tracker, and then it goes, "Oh, new Spider-Man detected," or whatever. Goes away from Earth, 3 planets away, shows Spider-Man's in space. Doomsday? ? Or Secret Wars? One of the two, but he's gonna be in those movies, which I didn't think he was gonna be. And I don't know if that end credit scene is going to be loved by fans, because it's not super crazy or extravagant, but I was going into this movie fully expecting Peter to die, so knowing that he's in those movies makes me happy. I don't even care if it's not a super crazy end credit scene. Peter is alive. Going into this movie, I fully didn't expect to see Spider-Man will return. I thought he's dead until maybe Venom gets to him one day, but he's just fine. And I hope they do Venom, honestly, because I really like Tom Hardy as Venom, even though his movies are kind of bad. But him as a character I liked. So I would like to see symbiote suit one day, but I guess it's not today, which is crazy. I'm going to wrap up this Yep Fest now, but let me give you my final thoughts. This movie was great. It's one of my favorite live-action Spider-Man movies. I am a little bit recency biasy right now because I saw it yesterday, but I love this movie. I would see it again. It's one of my favorite live-action Spider-Man movies. I'm actually going to do a Spider-Man tier list, but this movie's going to rank pretty high, and I can see why people might not like it. It's got Punisher. It's got Jean Grey. It was sad. It's everything I wanted from a Spider-Man movie. I loved it. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more movie reviews, they're coming. I'm not stopping. This is one of my favorite videos I've made. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.